Hey guys, what's up? Welcome here to Pongkings Stories. We're going to start off the first one here talking about something we had discussed on the Eye to Eye podcast, episode 6. It was season 4 at Brownstone, and it got me to thinking about how we keep all the stats from every single season we've ever done on file. So we just have files and files of every season. So it gives us a chance to go and open up those files and look back on some of those tournaments. And we went to the Brownstone season 4, and this is the way we used to do the stats. We used to handwrite everything. All the weeks are here, all the stats are here, and it's just pages and pages of teams that would sign up. We would keep all the stats, and then at the end of the season, we would tally up everything manually and then come up with our top teams. Now, we did the top 7, and then 8, 9, 10, and 11 were wild card teams that got to play in to the 8th spot. So here's a wild card bracket. They would do best of 3 to get to the wild card, and then that team would end up being on the 8th spot of the top 8 teams, and they would play to the finals. And we were discussing season 4 on the podcast, and it came up, and it was just great to see. And it was amazing how each week we would put out a handwritten list of the, I don't know if you can see it, but a handwritten list of the teams and their stats. Just all handwritten. Nothing done on computer at that time. Just hours and hours worth of work that went into these seasons to finally work our way up to the computer program that we used, the more accurate, and then it allowed us to expand to other tournaments, because there's no way we could have done this for multiple tournaments, handwritten, the amount of time it took. So just the progression, and to be able to see from here to where we are today, just is, the growth is amazing, and it's fun to go back and look at some of those teams and how we used to do it. And I tell you, the thing that cracks me up is when teams would sign in, they would just sign in with their team names. It's just team names, no player names. So people could sub in and out on different teams, and the teams that played in the finals might not necessarily be the teams that played the entire season. And that led to the regulations that we have now, where teams sign in, and the progression where now you're actually getting player numbers, so that when you sign in, you just have to sign in with your number. So it makes it easier, because there's so many players that play for us now, to go through all the Johns and the Melissas and the Kennys. It's just makes it so much easier to see the player number and then go into the computer, find out who it is, calculate the power rankings, and be able to rank you for the season for the top player of the year. So from our humble beginnings of this and this to where we are today, it was nice to go back and see that. So thanks for listening to our story here at Pongkings, and tune in for some more.